Ugh. Go, 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 go.
Okay, maybe I like Stranger of Paradise more than I let on. I honestly didn't think I'd be getting back to it so soon, though.
When I first talked about Stranger of Paradise, there were definitely some things that I missed. Like how Jack treated Jed when he was showing emotions, actually being addressed again later when Jack took the time to acknowledge the emotions of Jed as well as his own. He's got a one-track mind and a toxic personality, yes, but he does grow out of it and come out of his shell as the story goes on, and I can admit that I missed that. So let's see if that character development sticks in the first of the 3 DLCs for Jack and his friends. Trials of the Dragon King is the first piece of post-game content released for Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins, releasing on July 20th, 2022. This story chapter sees Jack and friends continue their designs across time to nurture and guide warriors of light to help lead Cornelia to a brighter future. We also fight Bahamut.
If you've played a Final Fantasy game, you've probably either seen, fought, or talked to some variation on Bahamut. So why shouldn't Jack and the gang get involved as well?
I really wish I had a friend to help me through getting my shit kicked in by Bahamut.
So, I heard Bahamut's kicking your shit in.
Is that my friend Ben? In a Final Fantasy cartridge?
So Jack also gets to duke it out with Bahamut and the Warrior of Light in this DLC. And these aren't just some random characters, oh no, these are the full-fledged versions of the characters, with the Warrior of Light using the incredible Amano artwork as a base for the model. And this Warrior of Light doesn't take shit. You will get your ass handed to you over and over and over and over.
Have you tried not sucking?
The fight with the Warrior of Light is pretty cool though. They use attacks from different iterations of their character throughout the different series, like Shining Wave from Dissidia NT and Opera Omnia, and they are downright brutal. I still haven't beaten them yet, and I'm using the easy mode.
Warrior of Light. More like Warrior of the Light is slowly dying behind my eyes as my soul is extinguished and I want to die.
Just don't give it into chaos or anything, okay?
Don't worry about them. They're long dead and buried. And you know, the game supports co-op, so you could jump in at any time.
This is way more entertaining.
Outside of this, the big thing that Trials of the Dragon King adds is 3 completely new jobs.
Yes!
Joining the menagerie of hats that Jack can wear is the Summoner, the Evoker, and the Pilgrim.
Thanksgiving came early this year.
Boo. Summoner and Evoker are the only jobs that I recognize though, with Summoner allowing you to summon a wide array of creatures to fight at your side, consisting of Bahamut, and that's it. Yeah, so apparently the only creature you can summon is the Dragon King themselves, but I think it's one of the coolest summonings from any Final Fantasy. You actually summon Bahamut to fight in your place. Evoker takes the concept of Summoner and expands on it, summoning spirits that attack enemies automatically. They can debuff, heal, do your taxes, they can basically do it all. But you can't summon Bahamut, so it's automatically less cool.
Aren't you dodging your taxes?
So?
And finally, the Pilgrim. Now with 100% less genocide. This class is really more akin to playing as Simon Belmont, using an expanding staff and assault hook ability to fly around the battlefield and pull enemies in real close for a bear hug. On top of that, Jack now has access to a new accessory slot, a new difficulty setting with Bahamut level difficulty, the Dragon Trials, Chaos equipment, and in a huge nod to the original Final Fantasy, you can use a rat tail to evolve every class, which is so frickin' cool. You know, I guess Jack and I have a little more in common than I thought. We both have problems with our inner chaos, and sometimes all it takes is a little encouragement from a good friend to be able to talk about a video game again without losing my mind.
Oh no, you've still lost your mind. You've talked about this game twice. There's no coming back from that. Also, you're imagining me as an NES cartridge.
I hate that you have a point.
Have I mentioned that Bahamut difficulty is hard as hell? Because it is. If you thought you were bad at this game before, Bahamut difficulty is going to kick your teeth in so hard and so far that it expects your dentist to say thank you afterwards. It's a fun challenge, yeah, but is it absolutely necessary?
No.
Well, I'd better be going.
Will I ever see you again?
When the time is right. When a soul in need looks to the sky and says, "Oh man, this game is hard." When we become wanderers of the rift.
Right.
Trials of the Dragon King adds a ton to the gameplay loop of Stranger of Paradise, sure, but my biggest gripe is that it locks everything new behind the Bahamut difficulty. Chaos was hard enough on its own. Why did we need an even harder difficulty? It's like if someone made a video talking about a game that they'd already talked about, but made it even better than before, while still making you watch the new video to understand every minute little detail and every little thing about the video, even though he continued rambling on and
eventually they had to go in to talk about DLC 2 and they made another video on it and shit.